What's going on, Phantom Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Phantom Zone. This is where we go behind the scenes and talk directly with the people helping shape this team and this culture. Tonight is a little different. We got our captains on here, and we're going to do a little roundtable. No rehearsed answers, no scripted responses, just honest football talk. As always, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future episodes as we get closer to the season. Tonight, I'm going to have on Captain Carlos Van Hook and Captain Luis Johnson. Montgomery. Let's go ahead and take yourself off mute and introduce yourselves. Captain Luis, you go first.
Hey guys, I'm Luis, Captain number 56.
All right, Captain Carlos, you come off mute and introduce yourself.
I'm Captain Carlos, number three.
All right, we'll be right back after this quick word and we'll get this roundtable going. Hey, before we get into this nice conversation, I want to take a moment to talk directly to anyone who's been watching from a distance and paying attention to what we're building. This Saturday, December 20th, we'll be holding practice at Ivory Clark Park, located at 828 Visor Avenue Southeast, right here in Camden, Arkansas. Practice will begin at 4 o'clock p.m. And I want to be clear about something. You do not have to be committed to the team yet to come out. If you've been on the fence, if you're curious, or if you simply want to see how we operate, you're welcome to come out and just watch. This is an opportunity to see our structure, our pace, and our standards up close. No pressure, no sales pitch, just football. And if after practice you feel like this is something you might want to be part of, you can speak directly with myself or Coach Pike, and we'll answer any questions you have. We're building this the right way, with accountability, with discipline, and with purpose. If that matters to you, we invite you to come see it for yourself this Saturday at Ivory Clark Park. And we're back. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. We'll start with Luis. Football is a long journey for most people. When you think back, what's one moment in your football life that really shaped who you are as a player today?
Um, you know, Back in high school, really, I was coming from middle school up to high school, varsity, and you know, I was really from middle school. I was just playing just to play, and then when I got into high school, I really seen that it's this is like the real deal, and I got to put my all into it, and I saw the brotherhood and stuff like that. And what? Sorry, what was the question again? One more time.
Football is a
Kind of broke.
long journey for most people. When you think back, what's one moment in your football life that really shaped who you are as a player today? Was that a moment that motivated you, it humbled you, or it forced you to grow?
It motivated me. Like I was saying, sorry, I forgot the question, but I seen what it was about, and I was putting more work in, and I had got called out by coaches, along with some other people, but how me putting in hard work, he seen me, and it motivated me.
Okay. Carlos, the same question for you. When you think back, what's one moment in your football life that really shaped who you are as a player today? Was that a moment that motivated you? Did it humble you, or did it force you to grow?
Um, I say humble me. Humble me was my junior year in high school. Um, I think we had a good my junior year. We had a good team, and we made it in semis. Played hard in academy, and we lost. And like I said, I had about 200 some yards, three touchdowns, and I say it humbled me because I think we got the high head because we was undefeated. We coming in to somebody else town. We already feeling like we got this, and we was winning in halftime for halftime, and then when we came back, that team was another team. So that they beat us my junior year, and my senior year. After my senior year, we went 15-0, and it if it went for my junior year, I wouldn't be the person I was my senior year, cause that junior year it motivated me to be. I wanted to be better, and not only motivated me, but it humbled me. It made me humble because we shouldn't have beat that team, but they were the better team. But my senior year came along. I told myself that I was gonna be humble and I was gonna be patient. And every team we play, I'm going one by one of the teams we play. So we once we got done playing and we made the state and we won state, I felt relief, and that's what motivated me. Ever since then, I just been trying to stick on, trying to hang on, cause I want to get another ring,
Mhm.
and I like the brotherhood that we got in Camden. It's just I feel like we can win a ring, but we gotta come together as a team to do that.
All right. Moving on. A lot of people only see the highlight moments. What's something about your football journey that people don't usually see or talk about? It could be setbacks, time away from the game, doubt, or lessons learned. We'll start with you, Luis.
Um, one thing people don't see is really, getting hurt or injured. Like
Hmm.
like I am right now. I'm hurting my foot, and you got to get back to where you were, and to get better than where you were before you hurt your leg, and it's hard because you know you, you're you were taking 3 steps forward just to take 6, 7 steps backwards,
Right.
and then you gotta keep pushing yourself. And then by the time the season gets there, that's when the people see, and they don't really think about, you know, the hard work and everything you had to put in before that.
All right. Carlos, same question for you. What's something about your football journey that people don't usually see or talk about? Was it a setback, time away from the game, doubt, or lessons learned?
I got two of them: lesson learned and doubt,
Okay.
because I say a lot of people doubted me, like because at first I'm not gonna lie, Coach Ray, that I was bigger, like I was a little fatter than I am now, and I lost a lot. But I people was down me, like telling me, hey, when it's gonna be when you gonna be done, or how long, just how long it's gonna be for you let it go, or
Hmm.
stuff like that. And I get I get feedbacks about our team, and it they try to make us feel like they down in us, but they don't know the hard work that we're we're doing. And can they think we just practicing and just for a little bit and just going home? We ain't doing nothing behind the cameras, but we work so hard, and we got something to prove because everybody down us right now, because this is really our second year, and we're gonna be a better team than we was year the first year, because we had the people, like I say, but we weren't only a good team, but we was down in ourselves because of the teams. It wasn't because of the teams, but it was because when we were losing, we was down in ourselves. We were down. We didn't
Hmm.
we didn't come together. But this year it's like we all together.
All right. And with that, we're going to take a real quick commercial break and we'll be right back. We're doing Roundtable with Captain Van Hook and Captain Montgomery right here on Phantom Zone. We'll be right back.
Your name?
Louis Montgomery,
What high school did you used to go to?
Magnolia High School.
And why did you join the Phantoms?
Uh, come back really. Year one wasn't good. Year two, we didn't have a season, so year three we're getting back into it. Hopefully we'll be able to do something.
Alrighty. What's your name?
Carlos Van Hook,
What high school did you go to?
Prescott High School.
And why did you join the Phantoms?
I like the way they say brotherhood, family. We're a family. I like how they brought me in, and I used to play with them last year, so it's a family thing.
And we are back. Moving right on along. This is a question that I personally came up with, and I just wanted to know every player has options. What specifically made you want to be part of the Phantoms this season? We'll start with you, Luis. Was it the structure, the opportunity, the culture, or was it something more personal?
Um, Made me want to come back was, you know, the really last season we didn't get a season, and since we're going down to an 8 man, it'll help us rebuild what we had, and I feel like that going forward from 8 man, that will make our team better. We'll get more noticeable from areas around us, other teams. Maybe go to a bigger, better league, get more, just everything out of it, and I think it'll just.
All right. Same question for you, Carlos. What specifically made you want to be part of the Phantoms this season? Is it the structure, the opportunity, the culture, or is it something more personal?
I'm gonna say the cultural because it's a lot of our players that honestly could have went anywhere, like anywhere else. And I appreciate all the players, our teammates that actually came back, and we got a bunch of new guys. So that makes me feel a lot better about our culture because we actually we actually came a long way from year one, and I'm seeing it every time we go to practice. I see it. We're not we're not the arguing type. We if somebody do wrong, we don't get on to them. We be like, hey man, next play. So and at the end of the day, we show each other that we're a family. This team is a whole family.
All right. Next question. This team talks a lot about standards and accountability. What does that actually look like from a player's perspective? How does it show up in workouts, communication, or expectations? Luis?
There we go. You hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So standard and accountability. You said how it shows through practice workouts.
Yes.
It shows through you know who's coming to practice on time, who's coming to practice at all, and you know who's been putting in the work besides practice, because practice is for getting better, coming as a team, and
Hmm.
we're not with each other every week, so that should be the standard, and accountability comes from doing that stuff and more. You should be accountable to do more, make other players accountable to get better from the previous play. Next play,
Hmm.
and yeah, just getting better.
All right, Carlos, for you, what does it actually look like from a player's perspective when we talk about standards and accountability when we're going through workouts, communication, or expectations?
Um, I'm gonna say it comes from practice, also accountability, and just I say accountability. Just just us being like together and everybody on the same page. And I see it as captains, for examples. If they see the captains is actually coming to practice, that should make everybody want to come to practice. And it's all on us because if we don't show up to practice, they gonna see us as failures. Like they look at, I'm
Hmm.
gonna say they looking at us as captains, but we more likely is accounted. So I say hard work. We gotta be hard work and dedicated and leading by example.
Okay. All right, we're going to take one more quick break, and then we'll be right back to talk again with two of our captains, Captain Carlos Van Hook and Captain Luis Montgomery. Y'all stay tuned.
Hey, before we get into this nice conversation, I want to take a moment to talk directly to anyone who's been watching from a distance and paying attention to what we're building. This Saturday, December 20th, we'll be holding practice at Ivory Clark Park, located at 828 Visor Avenue Southeast, right here in Camden, Arkansas. Practice will begin at 4 o'clock p.m. And I want to be clear about something. You do not have to be committed to the team yet to come out. If you've been on the fence, if you're curious, or if you simply want to see how we operate, you're welcome to come out and just watch. This is an opportunity to see our structure, our pace, and our standards up close. No pressure, no sales pitch, just football. And if after practice you feel like this is something you might want to be part of, you can speak directly with myself or Coach Pike, and we'll answer any questions you have. We're building this the right way, with accountability, with discipline, and with purpose. If that matters to you, we invite you to come see it for yourself this Saturday at Ivory Clark Park.
Okay, I thought you.
And we are back. We are almost through with this episode of Phantom Zone. We're going to talk about growth and purpose real quick. Luis, beyond wins and losses, what do you hope to gain from being part of this team this season?
What I get from this season is becoming a better football player. You know, whether I play or don't play next season or going forward. You know, just you know the growth I get from my teammates. It's a brotherhood. Uh, the coaches, you as an owner, that is helping me if I ever need help with business. Coming to you or coming to Coach Pike or my other fellow brothers from the team,
Hmm.
and just growing as an individual. You know, whether it's playing at a higher level or a different league. You know, just growing as a person.
Okay. Carlos, same question for you. Besides the wins and the losses, what do you hope to gain from being part of this team this season?
I'm gonna I'll say just leading this team as an example, and I want stay. I want just not me, but all us to stay focused and listen what the coaches say. Cause the coach is gonna get us in a good position with Coach Pike and Coach Ray. They're showing us, they leading us to, showing us captains to, they showing us how to lead, and we trying to show the other the other players, our other players, brothers, and show them exactly example too. So
Okay. And our final question, Luis, I want you to look in the camera. If someone is watching right now and they're thinking about joining this team, what is one thing they should know before committing?
Better, better come with it because we're all coming with it, and it'll be good. It'll it'll help you. It'll make you tough. It'll make you smarter. But yeah, make you a better person. Hard work.
Carlos, look in that camera. Someone's on the fence. What's one thing you can tell them that'll make them come on and commit to us this season?
you said if they was on the fence,
Yeah. Someone's watching this
um,
right now, thinking about joining the team. They're like, yeah, I want to, but I'm not sure. What's one thing they should know before they just
bet
come all the way in?
make sure make sure you really want to, because where we this team is locked in, and you gotta you gotta be dedicated. You gotta be real dedicated, because if you're not dedicated, it's gonna make you not want to play. And that go for just anybody. If you're watching, just come on out. Just at least try. Just come on.
All right. Well, I appreciate both of you guys taking the time to share your story and your perspective. This is what Phantom Zone is all about: real conversations, real people, and building something the right way. To everyone watching, we want to personally thank you for supporting the SEA Phantoms. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay locked in as we continue getting ready for the season. And remember, we will be at Ivor Clark Park this Saturday at 4 p.m. The address is 828 Visor Avenue Southeast, right here in Camden, Arkansas. You do not have to be committed to the team. If you just want to see what we're doing, come on out. If you like what you see and you got questions, you can come to me or you can talk to Coach Pike after practice. We will see you there. Until then, y'all be blessed.